Good morning, boys. So, yes, we continue the yesterday exercise, that is exercise number 5.5. So, yesterday we did some problem and based on the quotient rule. This is the quotient rule, that is u by v is equal to u dash v minus v dash u by v square, where product rule is u dash v plus v dash u. So, first you always, for both the cases, you differentiate the numerator and the r first factor under product rule. Clear? So, this is the exact formula. Yesterday I did with, what is that? V dash u minus u dash v by v square. So, some of the boys may confused in quotient rule. That's what I did yesterday with same problem with the two different formulas. But this is the exact formula for quotient rule. Don't confuse. Keep it in your mind. You have to differentiate always the numerator of the fractions. Clear? In that way, keep the conditions for quotient rule, you never get wrong answer. If you interchange, you will get only negative. There will be changes in the only negative sign. Clear? Sometimes the book answers may be wrong, doesn't matter. You please follow, this is that exact formula for quotient rule. Don't follow this one. Based on these two, I did yesterday one problem to make you to clear what is the exact formula. So, take this is the formula for quotient rule. How do you remind this one? Very simple. Differentiate the numerator first. That's all. That is your main concept. Now we will go to that third problem. Third problem. Differentiate y. So, y is equal to x into sin x. Product rule, that is u and this is v. So, dy by dx is equal to x1 keep sin x, then plus keep x, sin x will become cos x. So, sin x plus x cos x, that is the answer. Clear? Then this is sum number 1, sum number 3, 2, you take it as homework, because integration of e power x, refer the formula while you are differentiating the given problems. Now, sum number 3, you consider always y is equal to the given function e power x, x plus log x, again uv, product rule. So, dy by dx is equal to differentiate that u, e power x is always e power x plus, then keep u as it is, differentiate v, x will become 1, log x is 1 by x. Everything is there in the textbook, refer the formula and differentiate. Clear? So, what is the common factor of these two terms? E power x. So, x plus log x plus 1 by x. So, simplify by taking LCM as x, you will get required answer. Clear? Now, sum number 4, y is equal to sin x cos x. There are two methods. You can apply the trigonometrical ratio formula and you will get answer. To apply the trigonometrical ratio, you have to multiply the numerator and divided by 2, the denominator by 2. So, 2 sin x cos x is nothing but sin 2x by 2. Clear? Now, you differentiate sin 2x, sin x will become cos 2x by 2 into differentiate 2. So, when the ratio comes under the derivatives, first you differentiate the ratio, then you have to differentiate inside the bracket. So, differentiation of sin is cos, then you have to differentiate 2x. The differentiation of 2x is what? 2. Clear? So, 2 get cancelled. Answer is cos 2x. Clear? So, just you have to multiply and divide by 2 to bring in the ratio format sin 2x. The differentiation of sin is cos 2x. Then differentiation of 2x is 2. So, 2 get cancelled. You get only cos 2x. The remaining one problem is there that you will take as homework. Clear? So homework I gave sum number 2 and 5. Do it at home. Now we'll go to the sum number 4. Same. There is no difference. Simple difference derivatives. So sum number 4, question number 1, y is equal to sine square x. Actually this you can write, this is the exact process for writing sine square x. So sine square x is nothing but sine x the whole square. Clear? This I explained already while I am teaching the 4th chapter. There is no difference between sine square x and sine x the whole square. If it is given sine cube x, then you have to write sine x power 3. So I explained with the help of the x replaced by 45 degree or 60 degree. For sine cube 60 degree, that is nothing but sine 60 the whole cube. So this I explained while I am teaching the 4th chapter. So sine square x can be written as sine x the whole square. So based on what is the basic concept in derivatives? You have to bring the power as a multiplier. What is the power? 2. So 2 sine x, reduce 1 in the power, 2 minus 1, 1. That is the concept, isn't it? So you have to take the power as a multiplier, 2 sine x, reduce 1 in the power, that is 1 into, I am differentiating only the power. Now you differentiate inside the bracket. What is there inside the bracket? Sine x. Sine x will become cos x. 2 sine x cos x is nothing but sine 2x, that is trigonometry ratio. So be careful, if there is a square or whatever other power, you have to write the ratio whole to the power, what is given. Then normal differentiation. First you have to differentiate the power, then you have to differentiate inside the bracket. That is the rule under the derivatives. If there is any power, first you bring the power as a multiplier. Then you have to differentiate inside the bracket. Clear? First power, then inside the bracket. That you keep it in your mind. Refer the formulas for ratio in the book. So sine square cos square x, that is homework same model. Then sum number 3, y is equal to cos cube x. Just now I said this you can write cos x power 3. Now you differentiate dy by dx is equal to first power 3 cos x the whole square. I just differentiate the power, then you have to differentiate into the bracket. Cos x will become minus sin x. So minus 3, you can write cos x the whole square as cos square x. That's all. If you want to simplify more, we can simplify by multiplying the numerator by 2, divide the numerator divide by 2, then 2 cos x sin x is sin 2x. You will get minus 3 cos x into sin 2x. Just like this model. So just you have to multiply the numerator by 2 table and divide by 2 without changing that answer. Then you have to separate cos square x into cos x sin x. You will get answer. Depends upon the answer. You have to simplify more if it is possible. Otherwise you can leave it as it is. They will give marks. The next one, fourth one, y is equal to square root of 1 plus x square. So this you have to remember, root x is equal to 1 by 2 root x. I told you already you have to memorize some basic formula, that is root x formula, e power x formula and log x formula. So this will come oftenly in derivatives. So just you have to memorize. So based on the concept, I am consider this as x. So root x is replaced by 1 by root x to root x, but in the place of x what is given? 1 plus x square. So I am differentiating only the power. I am differentiating only the power, that root only expand under the derivatives like 1 by 2 root x by this formula. Then into you have to differentiate inside the radicals or inside the bracket. So you have to differentiate inside the square root, 1 will become 0 because differentiation of constant is 0, x square will become 2x. So now 2x by 2, 1 plus x square, 2 get cancelled. So x by square root of 1 plus x square. This is your answer. So first you have to differentiate the power. I got 1 by 2 root x based on this formula. Then you have to differentiate inside the bracket. Differentiation of constant is 0. Differentiation of x square is 2x. Just you have to simplify. You will get x by square root of 1 plus x square. Clear? Sum number 5. Sum number 5, y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c whole to the power n. So just you have to differentiate dy by dx n into ax square plus bx plus c. According to the rule, first you have to take power as a multiplier, reduce 1 in the power. If there is a numerical value, you can subtract. Here it is constant, so you cannot subtract because these two are unlike terms. Keep it as it is. Into differentiate inside the bracket. Power, then inside the bracket. That is the rule. So I differentiate power. I got this answer. Next you have to differentiate inside the bracket. Ax square, that is 2ax plus b. That's all answer. No need to simplify more. Just you have to leave it as it is. Then sum number 6 you take it as homework. Then last one, sum number 7, that is y is equal to 1 by square root of 1 plus x square. So just I am rewriting this one like 1 plus x square power 1 by 2 because the value for square root is half 1 by 2. So now just to remember the basic concept, yesterday I explained very clearly. When the variables alone in the denominator, how to differentiate? You have to multiply the power of the denominator with the numerator. 6 5s are how much? 30. Then add 1 to the power. 6 plus 1, 7. Then change the sign. So this method you can use to only when the variables alone in the denominator. You can see only variable x is alone in the denominator. There is no other terms. It is single term. So in such a case, just you have to multiply these two. Change the sign, add 1 to the power. I am going to apply the same concept. Multiply the powers. Or you can, there are two methods. Either straight method by applying this one, or we have another one method. Take the numerator 1 plus x square minus 1 by 2. So you follow any one method, that is your wish. So now I am differentiating dy by dx is equal to first power, that is the basic rule. Reduce 1 in the power. First you have to take the power as a multiplier, then reduce 1 in the power, then into inside the bracket. First you have to differentiate the power, reduce 1 in the power, that is minus 1. Then you differentiate inside the bracket. Differentiation of constant is 0. Then differentiation of x square is how much? 2x. These two to get cancelled. So what will be the answer? Minus x of 1 plus x square minus 3 by 2. That is minus x. This minus you can bring it to the denominator. It becomes positive. 3 by 2. In the book answer they are separated, but you can write as it is. Doesn't matter. Clear. In the book it is given 1 plus x square into square root of 1 plus x square, because 3 by 2 is how much? 3 by 2 is 1.5. 0.5 stands for square root, 1 stands for without square root. Clear? So the 3 by 2 is 1.5. Suppose if it is x power 3 by 2, you can write x power 1.5. How do you represent this one? X power 1 into x power 0.5. The 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2? The square root symbol stands for 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is how much? 0.5. Therefore, you can write x into root x. This 0.5 replaced by square root. Based on this concept, you can rewrite this also. Clear? Minus x by 1 plus x square into square root of 1 plus x square based on this concept. If you want to express in this format, you can express, otherwise leave it as it is. No reduction in your mark. Clear? So whatever the power is given, 3 by 2, 1.5, this 1.5 can be replaced by x power 1 into x power 0.5. The 0.5 stands for 1 by 2, 1 by 2 stands for mathematically square root symbol, so you can write x into root x. So you can rewrite the denominator under this format, or you can leave it as it is. Clear? Next we will go to the exercise number 5.6. See, in the previous exercise it is given y is equal to only the dependent, that is independent variable x. Clear? But here in this exercise, both the variable x and y should comes under product format. So from that we can find out dy by dx. Clear? Both x and y will come as a factor format. That is called implicity function. What is meant by implicity function? Both the variables comes under factor. So now the exercise number 5.6, question number 1. Find dy by dx. It is given xy is equal to tan of xy. See that both variable x and y comes under product. That's why it is called what? Factor. There also we have factor under the ratio. Very simple. So once you have factor format, you have to apply which method? UV method. What is UV method? First you differentiate u. That is u dash v plus v dash u. This is product rule format. Differentiate u 1, keep the v as it is, plus then v dash differentiation of y with respect to x into u, that is x. This I explained very clearly, because you are differentiating the function y with respect to x. Here you are differentiating that x variable again with x. That's why dx will cancel, you will get 1. Normally the teachers will thought like differentiation of x is 1. That is not actual method. When you differentiate x with respect to the same variable, dx by dx, you will get cancel, you will get 1. So don't think that the differentiation of x is always 1. It is not like that. This is the exact process, but we used to say the differentiation of x is 1. So 1 into y. Here you are differentiating y with respect to which variable? X variable. So you cannot cancel like dx by dx. Clear? So don't confuse. How do you get dy by dx over here? Don't just memorize. Wherever you see y, you can always write dy by dx. Not like that. When the question is given difference with respect to dy, then here will come dx by dy. Here will come dy by dy. Clear? The answer may get changed. So be careful. Here you are asked to differentiate the function with respect to x. So when you differentiate the function with respect to x by dx, your answer is 1. That's why it become 1. 1 into y plus, then you have to differentiate y with respect to which variable is given? X variable. So dx. You cannot cancel. Then keep x as it is according to the formula. Then tan, differentiation of tan. First you have to differentiate ratio, then inside the bracket. Keep it in your mind. If we see anywhere logarithmic format, exponential format, trigonometrical formats, or inverse trigonometrical ratio, first you differentiate these process. This is called transient functions. So differentiate this one, that is log e ratio, inverse ratio. Here tan is there, so first you have to differentiate tan. Tan will become secant square x. It is there in the formula. So xy. Now you differentiate inside the bracket, that is xy. Just now I did differentiation for xy. This and so just you have to write this is as it is. Y x dy by dx. This is nothing but what? Xy. So just I am writing that. Now I like to separate only dy by dx. So just you have to take the secant square xy inside the bracket. Y secant square xy. You are not allowed to multiply or divide inside the ratio. don't multiply y into xy, that is xy square, that is not allowed. You are not allowed to multiply any number inside the ratio, that is not allowed. So don't write y into y like xy square. Your answer is wrong. You are not allowed to multiply the variable which are inside the ratio with other numbers. Should be always multiplication of the entire the ratio, that is y into secant square xy plus secant square xy x into dy by dx. Here y plus x into dy by dx. Now you can group dy by dx in one side. Just you have to transfer. Is equal to minus secant square xy x into dy by dx y into secant square xy plus y will become minus y. So take dy by dx as a common factor, x minus x, you can take x also as a common, x dy by dx, 1 minus secant square y is equal to, you take y outside, secant square xy minus 1, you can change, you can take 1 minus outside, you will take minus y secant square xy, that is 1 minus secant square xy. When you take minus outside, this will become plus, this will become minus. When you compare both the sides, these two straight away cancel. So what is the remainder? X dy by dx is equal to minus y. I need only dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to minus y by x. Hence a proof. Clear? This is your answer. Just apply the UV method. Remember, if you see anywhere the ratio format, first you simplify the ratio, then you go for inside the bracket. Not only for ratio, in logarithm format, exponential format, ratio or inverse ratio. First you differentiate these four, then you go for inside the bracket. I am applying that UV method on both the sides, then I am grouping dy by dx on one side, remaining terms are on one side, then I am applying the simple arithmetic, algebraic calculations, I got required answer. Clear? Now I will go to the sum number 2 of the same Roman number. This is very easy. Only thing you have to memorize the formula for derivatives formula for algebraic ratios and ratios. Second one, it is given x square minus xy plus y square is equal to 7. X square differentiation is 2x. Then you have to apply UV method. X, so first you differentiate 1, so y plus dy by dx into x, close the bracket, then 2y, first power, then y dy by dx. No x variable or y, that which means constant. Differentiation of constant is 0. So now as usual, 2x minus y minus x dy by dx plus 2y dy by dx is equal to 0. So now like to find out only the value of dy by dx. So retain dy by dx of these two terms as it is, transfer the remaining to the right hand side. So transfer, that is, you will get minus 2x plus y. What is the common factor of these two? Minus x, just to see the sign, minus, minus, plus. Okay. This will be minus, this is 2, plus 2. So dy by dx is equal of 2y minus x is equal to, here it is given minus 2x plus y. So dy by dx is equal to minus 2x plus y by, so this is your required answer, that is dy by dx is equal to minus 2x plus y by 2y minus x. Just you have to group that, rearranged. I retain these two as it is in the left side, this alone transfer to the right hand side, dy by dx is the common factor, then you find what is dy by dx. Clear? So that is the answer for the exercise, the third sum. We will check. If it is not there, then you will go to y minus 2x, this y minus 2x given 2y minus x. It is correct. Only the terms are interchanged, doesn't matter. Then you take the third one as homework. Now we will go to the sum number 2. Only one problem is there. So only one homework. You please check. Now sum number 2. X square root of 1 plus y plus y square root of 1 plus x is equal to 0. X is not equal to y. X square root of 1 plus y is equal to minus y of 1 plus x. Just for my convenience, I can take one term to the right side. You can keep as it is and differentiate. The only thing is I can complete within the 4 steps. If you keep as it is, then it will take more than 4 steps. That's the difference. Clear? You have to apply UV method, that product rule for both the cases, and group dy by dx in one side. Your answer should be in terms of, they are asked to prove that minus 1 by x plus 1 the whole square. Now to remove the square root, I am squaring on both sides. I am squaring on both sides. On both sides. X square root will be eliminated while you are squaring. When you square, the negative will be positive, y square 1 plus x. Clear? I am just bringing down that y square to the left side, x square to the right hand side. Then I can separate the numerator with the help of the denominator like this. Get cancel, 1 by y square plus 1 by y is equal to 1 by x square plus 1 by x. Clear? So just you have to apply the cross multiplication of these two, group square on one side, other terms to the right hand side. Just to transfer 1 plus 1 by x square to the left side, 1 by y to the right hand side. Just you have to apply the cross multiplications. You will get, or just you have to apply the a square minus b square formula, that is a minus b into a plus b formula for the left side. That is 1 by y minus 1 by x, 1 by y plus 1 by x based on the formula is equal to, I am taking 1 minus outside to get the relevant answer, 1 by y minus 1 by x. Clear? Now this will be straight away eliminated. I got 1 by y plus 1 by x is equal to minus 1. It's clear? So just I am applying that. Now we go for differentiate. You will get answer. Very simple. 1 by y is equal to minus of minus 1 by x. So minus x minus 1 by x, 1 by y. So you take reciprocal on both sides. Y is equal to x by, take minus outside, x plus 1. Clear? Differentiate dy by dx. Now you can apply u by v method. What is u by v method? Very simple. That is, first you differentiate the numerator, then keep the denominator as it is, then minus x of 1 by 1 plus x square. Overall the negative sign. So minus, this minus x plus x get cancel, you will get 1 by 1 plus x square the whole square. So this is, you are applying that u by v method, you will get answer. That is your required answer, minus 1 by 1 plus x the whole square. Clear? There are other method is also there to apply a cube minus b cube format. Why it is given x not equal to y? If you replace x equal to y, you will get only 0. That's what, there is no meaning of finding the answer. That's why it is given x not equal to y. So you can use this formula also, either this model or you can follow some other method also by taking the cross multiplication y inside, factorize, you will get something like x minus y is equal to some terms will get. Clear? If you simplify from here, you will get a cube minus b cube format, factorize x minus y into some factor will come. So if you differentiate this way, you get same answer. I follow this method. If you want to follow some other method also, you can follow. They will give marks. Clear? Now the question number 3. Question number 3. So I did not force you to follow only this method. You can follow some other method also, no problem. But you have to show that answer. That sum number 3. It is given 4x plus 3y is equal to log 4x minus 3y dy by dx. So now you have to differentiate 4x for 3 dy by dx, log is 1 by x, that is 4x minus 3y, just now I said. You differentiate ratio, logarithm, exponential and inverse first. So according to the condition I am differentiating first log x is 1 by x into the inside the bracket 4 minus 3y will become dy by dx. Clear? Now you have to simplify 4 plus 3 dy by dx is equal to 4 by 4x minus 3y minus 3 dy by dx by 4x minus 3y. So just you have to group 4x minus 3y is equal to just you take here 3 dy by dx as common factor. One minus 1 by 4x minus 3y, cross multiply, you will get 4 minus 16x plus 12y by 4x minus 3y. Clear? Again you take cross multiplication for these two, simplify it, you will get required answer. This is very simple. So you have to simplify furthermore. Take one, again apply the cross multiplication for this side also, you will get same answer. 4x minus 3y minus 1 by 4x minus 3y, 4x minus 3y by 4x minus 3y get eliminated, you will get required answer dy by dx is equal to 4 minus 16x plus 12y by 3 into 4x minus 3y. So just you have to take cross multiplications, simplify 4x minus 3y minus 1 by 4x minus 3y, 4x minus 3y. So these two get eliminated. Clear? Just you have to keep dy by dx alone. You take 3 of 4x minus 3y minus 1 to the right side. You will get required answer. Are you clear? So we will see the next class 5.7. So this 5.9. So still we have 3 more exercise. We will see tomorrow. Clear? Thank you boys.